Hey guys, guess what? It's Angel and you are watching my latest video. You'll notice today that my hair is actually down in this video. I wanted to try something different. Although after I'm done, it's gonna go up because I got a lot of work to do today. After I recorded yesterday and got the video uploaded, my house sort of exploded with boxes and just we have like a huge pile of donation stuff, and we have a huge pile of just stuff that needs to go and just basically go to the garbage. As we're going through things, we're coming across lots of stuff that we're just like, why do we still have this? Like things that we haven't seen in over a year, and if you haven't seen something in over a year, you don't need it. So anyway, we worked really hard last night, got a lot of stuff done. I woke up this morning just kind of feeling just really exhausted. You can probably see I've got bags under my eyes this morning, even though I did get plenty of sleep. And I woke up this morning just my throat feeling like it was on fire. Sometimes when you overwork yourself or you get overstressed or whatever, your body is susceptible to coming down with like colds or viruses or whatever. So I'm hoping that I'm not getting like a summertime cold. I am just trying to keep hydrated today. I've got my water with me. Hopefully I can keep lots of water in my system and hopefully flush out any kind of yucky cold or anything that might be trying to attack me, because I can't really be sick right now. We've got too much to do, and at the end of a week we've got a long drive to make. So today's video is going to be pretty short. I showed you kind of around the house yesterday, and today I'm not going to show it because it like I said, it just kind of like exploded with boxes. Today I've got to pack up my pictures, my big art frames and things like that. And I hate packing that stuff because I never feel like I can pack it, so that I feel like it's not going to get broken or scratched or damaged in any way. And that stuff's probably the more important stuff to me. So I'm going to be stressing over that. But I did want to get just a quick video up. Just a couple things. Today I wanted to definitely show you that I do sometimes wear my hair down, but most of the time I wear it up because I feel like it just gets in the way, and so it's just easier to wear it up. I'm trying to grow it out. You can kind of see, maybe if I scoot up a little bit, it used to be longer, and then I had a really bad haircut that happened to me, and the lady used like a razor to to put layers in, and razors are not really good to use on like curly hair because it tends to stretch the curl and damage the hair, which is what happened. So I had to kind of just chop it off and start over growing it out. And so it's been kind of a long process, but I'm holding steady, trying to just be good and let it grow out. Although I used to have like a pixie cut, which I really liked. I've had that haircut a couple times, and I really like it, although my husband's not a big fan of it. And so I've been tempted a lot lately to cut my hair off and go back to that pixie cut, because there's an ad campaign that that Louis Vuitton has out right now, and it's Michelle Williams. She's got blonde hair, of course, and she's got it's kind of a pixie cut, but it's a little longer in the front, and she just looks beautiful in the ads, and her hair is just awesome, and I'm like, I want that hair so bad. But but then I also think, I've been trying to grow my hair out for so long, I need to just be strong and just continue on the path. And I know that once I get it to the length that I want, I'll be happy with it. And if I cut it now, then I'll be starting over and I'll be sad, and I'm rambling about my hair, so we're going to move on from that. So I just have a few things today. I'm wearing a different color of lipstick. It's actually not lipstick. It's mainly a lip pencil. It's a lip liner in Raisin from Palladio. And I picked that color up at Ulta. And this is actually the only thing that I own from Palladio. I'm new to that makeup line, so but it seems to work really well, and it's a nice dark color that I like. And then I have this Mary Kay Beach Bronze that I've featured before in my other videos that I have over it. So it's not actually a lipstick over it, but it gives a nice, really pretty darker color. And so it's a little bit different from the red that I've worn or just the beach bronze by itself that I've worn in the past. So that's what I have on my lips today. The only other thing, a couple things that I was going to talk about. I know I mentioned in my channel description that I would from time to time talk about TV shows that I watch. And there's one, and I kind of hate to admit that I watch it. It's like a guilty pleasure for me, but I watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And I don't know. I know a lot of people watch that show, obviously, because it, continues to be, highly rated, and they continue to have season after season, and they have spin-off shows and things like that. And I like what I like about the show. I like the family dynamics. You don't see a lot of, there are other family shows that I like. Like I do watch Duck Dynasty, and I like that show a lot. I wish that that they had, I guess, I have a hard time following the seasons on Duck Dynasty. Like I feel like they show repeat shows all the time. So I feel like when I see that it's on and I go to watch it, I feel like, oh, that's an episode I've already seen like 2 or 3 times. So that's the only thing that I don't like about, sorry, my foot was falling asleep. That's the only thing that I feel like that I don't like about Duck Dynasty, is I feel like they don't have enough episodes out, or maybe I don't know when they show the new episodes or whatever, but I do like that show. I really like the family dynamics. I like family oriented shows. But I've been watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians for a while, not since season 1, and sometimes I miss seasons. If I don't get into it, then I just I don't try and catch up, but I've been watching it this season, and there are certain Kardashians that I like, and certain ones that I don't. I wouldn't say that I don't like them, but they kind of get on my nerves. So I really like Khloe. I think she's really down to earth. I think she's been through a lot and has been hurt a lot, but I think she's really real, and she's doesn't really put on airs. I like Kourtney and Scott. I like their relationship. I'm a traditional person, so I do wish they were married. I think it would be really great for them to get married. That's just my personal opinion, but I like their relationship. Kim, I think Kim obviously is a beautiful person, physically beautiful. I'm not so sure about her inner beauty, and I think that she's not really my favorite character. Sometimes a lot of the things that she does, like in the last episode, she's been making this selfie book for Kanye, and so they really, the family's been in Thailand, and so they've been really showing a lot of her like taking selfies of herself, and I just I was really bugged by that. I was like, how can somebody be so into themselves? And I know she says, well, I'm doing this for somebody that I love, but I also think that a lot of it too is a bit narcissistic. That's just my personal opinion. So sorry if people love Kim Kardashian and they hate what I just said about that. But anyway, the one person that I probably think about the most when I watch that show and really feel bad for is Rob. You don't see him on film a lot. They allude to the fact that he's going through, depression and really struggling with a lot of things, and I can really relate to that. I've struggled with depression myself since I was a teen. I think I first noticed it when I was about 12 years old, and back then, I don't really remember teachers or, I don't really remember people talking about teen depression a lot when I was in high school. I don't really remember having a lot of information about, if you feel this way or if you feel that way, you should talk to a counselor or you should talk to your parents or whatever. And so I feel like it's an issue that really, for me, wasn't addressed until after I had my son, and was dealing with, at that time, postpartum depression, which I don't even think that I realized that I dealt with that until he was probably older, like 7 or 8 years old, and I watched a show on postpartum depression and realized, oh my gosh, I went through that, I had that. But my depression was diagnosed later, but I always knew that I had a problem with depression. I just didn't know what I didn't have a label for it. But it's something that I've dealt with, from a young age, and so I can really kind of relate to Rob, and my heart goes out to him, and so I, as I was watching it, the latest episode, Chloe and Kim kind of get into it as far as, Kim thinks that they need to give Rob tough love. And Chloe's like, no, you don't know what's going on. He deals with, a lot more than what you think he deals with. And I think a lot of people really don't understand depression and what it is. And so I wanted to kind of talk about that and just not really go into it in detail because I think, that would be a really, really long video. But if you get a chance, there's a gentleman by the name of Andrew Solomon, and he did a TED Talk on depression. And for me, it was the first time that I ever watched or heard a talk on depression that really just hit. It was like a home run. Like it's the first time I saw that talk that I was like, okay, this is the best way to explain to people what depression is when you deal with it. Anyway, so if you want to check that out, if you go online to TED Talks and type in Andrew Solomon depression, it should pull it up, and it's a really good talk. If you know anybody in your life, or if you struggle with depression, I would really recommend that you pull that talk up and listen to it. It's a video, so actually you would watch the video, but anyway, so I wanted to just kind of talk about that a little bit, not to get too deep on this channel because I don't want it to be too serious of a video, but yeah, I'll leave that at that. So if you want to check that out, go to TED Talks and look that up. Other than that, today I'm packing and still stressing. I mean, that's just part of my personality. I along with my depression, I deal with anxiety, and that comes along with stress, and so that's what I'll be doing today. As far as music that I'm listening to today, I kind of felt like it was a Led Zeppelin day, so I've been listening to Led Zeppelin, and some of my favorite songs from Led Zeppelin. Kashmir is one. Obviously, everybody's going to say Stairway to Heaven, okay? But Kashmir is one, and then Going to California is another one that I really like, and I tried to look that up so that I could play some of that for you. I couldn't find a really good like one from their studio album that I could play. They had like a lot on there that they had played live, and then tons and tons of covers of that song. So obviously that's a well-loved song by not just me, but many people. But the one that I did queue up to play for you is obviously one that a lot of people know and love as well, and that's Ramble On. And that that song just, I love it. I mean, Led Zeppelin rocks anyway. So so I was just going to play a little bit of that for you today, and that is probably going to be the conclusion of my video for today. So here's a little bit of that. Okay, so there's just a little bit of that. I really like that song. I like Led Zeppelin. I like old rock and roll. Uh, Sometimes I just get in the mood to listen to older stuff, and Led Zeppelin is one. Pink Floyd's another. Creedence Clearwater Revival is another one. Um, and sometimes, you know, when you have a job to do that seems really daunting, which is how I'm feeling today, it's nice to just have some background music like that to help you get the work done. So that's what I'm going to be listening to today. And other things, I'm dressed in really comfortable clothes. I have some sweats on and just a nice, really comfortable gray t-shirt. I've got just no earrings on today, but I'm wearing my midi rings. And that's pretty much it. So hope you guys are enjoying your summer, and I always check the description below. I usually put links down in there for little things that I talk about in my videos. I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. If you ever have questions for me, you can put that in the comments. And hope you give me a thumbs up. I hope you subscribe, or share my videos with others that you think might like them, and hopefully they will subscribe. Yeah, that's all for today. So have a good one.